All right, here we go with another ProDerpz. This time it's going to be on simple. It will be a 1v1 between the green player on the left, YellowSavior, and the classic striker, and his opponent. It just so happens to be YellowSavior, the blue player on the right, in the classic striker. So we do have YellowSavior as the classic striker on the left, and YellowSavior as the classic striker on the right. YellowSavior does seem to have, Longhorn and Seekers Moneymaker build for him, and YellowSavior also does have Moneymakers with Longhorns and Seekers. YellowSavior now bringing out some Flamers as opposed to YellowSavior also having Flamers here. But yeah, now YellowSavior going for his forward, but being contested by YellowSavior, and this might cause some trouble for YellowSavior. Otherwise, it might be in the advantage of YellowSavior. If it doesn't work out for YellowSavior, yeah, it might be better for YellowSavior. This might be a little confusing for some of you to see, but it does look like we have YellowSavior taking his forward outpost, while YellowSavior has already been able to take it while doing harass that entire time. So YellowSavior getting way ahead of his opponent, while YellowSavior falling a little bit behind. But we do have we do have YellowSavior moving up to the mid, but not that far behind YellowSavior. We do have YellowSavior now with a few artillery up. On the other side, we do have YellowSavior with one artillery instead. And no one will be able to grab this middle outpost under their control quite yet. I'm assuming YellowSavior might be able to get this first, completely under the control, but you never know exactly if he's going to be able to outdo YellowSavior. Moving out with his Longhorn and his units over there already with a patrolling jammer. YellowSavior might be, and YellowSavior with a counter patrolling jammer. So it does look like we have a pretty even game, 28-27. And, loadouts might be pretty close at this point. The game itself might be pretty close at this point. The players themselves might be pretty close at this point. However, no one has been able to take them some middle outposts under their control quite yet. YellowSavior with two artillery out, as opposed to YellowSavior with just one. So it does look like that YellowSavior will be able to get the best of this exchange. Oh, almost getting killed there in his retreat by YellowSavior. And it does look like YellowSavior coming up with a pretty good Longhorn cluster there at the top, with YellowSavior here at the bottom with a few honeypots supporting his Longhorn. So his Longhorn will survive pretty good while. We do have YellowSavior moving out already at the top. So let's see if YellowSavior actually notices this. But YellowSavior going down to Longhorn, and I'm assuming YellowSavior now does see this top tank line coming, and does come back now, while we do have YellowSavior respawning. YellowSavior has only been able to put down two Longhorn in defense for YellowSavior's attack. So let's see if YellowSavior can actually, but we do have YellowSavior trying to take this middle outpost, using that tank push kind of as a distraction, but now going for the forward instead. Very interesting choice. Instead does decide to move his attack to this close outpost, and lots of blue tanks here, and it does look like YellowSavior has switched them to T, so they are now going to start to focus on this area. But YellowSavior almost getting kill on YellowSavior here, and now YellowSavior trying to land and get that kill, but YellowSavior on the ground still with his shield up, does level up, but tries to get away, does partial health restore, and YellowSavior might be able to get this finish, but it does look like YellowSavior trying to get that self-destruct. Will he be able to actually get it? And YellowSavior does get that self-destruct, and YellowSavior not able to get that kill on YellowSavior there on the ground. I think did spam a little bit of that respawn button, because he did come back to the fight pretty quickly, but in the meantime, we did have YellowSavior moving out a little bit. I'm not really sure what this move out was about. Maybe that was those were definitely coming from here, not from the fort area. But YellowSavior has been able to take this middle outpost, and but there are still some green tanks. YellowSavior is taking care of those. But what is YellowSavior doing now? Moving out from his forward, might be able to get a pretty good attack on this middle outpost. His honeypots have been getting slaughtered by all the tanks that YellowSavior has had over here. And it does look like that YellowSavior will start to, attack here at this middle outpost, along with YellowSavior attacking as well. So it does look like we will have two mechs fighting against each other here in the middle outpost area. and the green player has been able to take the outpost under his control. YellowSavior is a little bit behind, while we do have YellowSavior getting a little bit of a lead. Now pushing out the top, actually, YellowSavior is, I'm sorry, a little bit of a miscall there. But now we do have a couple of, look at this massive Longhorn cluster that YellowSavior has over here. YellowSavior trying to defend against this tank line that YellowSavior has pushed out, but I don't know if he'll actually be able to defend against this. And now YellowSavior bombing down his opponent's tank cluster right here. And it does look like an artillery. Oh, but we do have YellowSavior moving out. So what will YellowSavior do in response? He does not really. Oh, he is anticipating this tank line going all the way through here, putting down defensive artillery already in anticipation of them reaching that front door. But it does look like YellowSavior has redirected them to T, so they will try to get a pretty good surround on this outpost. These tanks have made themselves all the way to this green front door. But it does look like YellowSavior is defending, and over here YellowSavior is defending, but we still have YellowSavior defending over here against YellowSavior's tanks. And now YellowSavior already doing a counter push. It does look like YellowSavior has been able to retake this top close under his control. However, it does look like YellowSavior also double-pronged attacking, going for that middle outpost as well. Lots of tanks moving out for YellowSavior. Lots of tanks defending for YellowSavior as well. Let's see what he can do with these flamers. These flamers are now going for this middle outpost. I don't know who's actually going to be able to win this middle outpost. Will it be YellowSavior or will it be YellowSavior? Lots of tanks going back and forth by both players. Send from the fort, send from the close outpost. And it does look like YellowSavior will be able to get the best of this exchange. However, it might be possible that YellowSavior instead will win this instead of YellowSavior. It does look like that he will start to push out. These might go for the close outpost. No, they're actually set on attack, so it does look like YellowSavior mounting a defense now here at the fort. And a little bit of miss micro, but it does look like lots of tanks coming out here for YellowSavior. Will YellowSavior be able to actually end this? And it does look like, I don't know, I would guess no. He does have defensive artillery out. Oh, what the hell was that lag? Very, very strange. But, you know, too many YellowSaviors might be the cause of that. And it does look like that YellowSavior now moving back for his defense at the fort, but YellowSavior has been able to get complete map control. YellowSavior has nothing on his side, and it's 16-32. YellowSavior way ahead, while we do have YellowSavior pretty far behind. And I don't know who's going to be able to grab this. Will YellowSavior be able to get this finish, or will YellowSavior be able to stop the finish? It's mind-boggling. It's quite puzzling. It does look like we have a lot of tanks moving out for YellowSavior. 9 out on the field, as opposed to only the 2 that YellowSavior has here on the right side. And it does look like YellowSavior now supporting his tanks with even more tanks. And imminent danger for YellowSavior. He's really, really prioritizing on neutralizing that close outpost. It does go down to neutral, so he is not in imminent danger anymore. So he will not be dominated anytime soon. Oh, and YellowSavior changing its command to go for YellowSavior's close instead of YellowSavior's fort. But it does look like YellowSavior might be able to grab this close outpost under his control. Oh, a lot of these tanks actually, oh, not all of them were switched to T. A lot of them have stopped here and are going to be kind of slashed up by YellowSavior. So not really that good of a support there by YellowSavior. It did allow YellowSavior to get that kill. And now we do have lots of tanks coming out from YellowSavior at his enemy forward. And now YellowSavior will be able to get some flamers. Oh, probably will go for the middle outpost neutralize. Yes, he is going for that. Will YellowSavior actually notice this? No, YellowSavior has not noticed YellowSavior going for this middle outpost attack. And he probably will be able to grab this under his control. What does he have in his build queue? He does have 2 tanks. That might be enough to actually hold this, unless YellowSavior prioritizes on attacking here. But we do have a defensive Longhorn down by YellowSavior, as opposed to the attacking Longhorn down by YellowSavior. And this area I thought was completely doomed, but now, oh man, now we do have like about 6 or 7 Longhorn going out for YellowSavior against YellowSavior's fort. Let's see who'll be able to win this. Might be YellowSavior, but I think YellowSavior might be able to pull this out as well. And now we do have, oh man, YellowSavior has been able to hold his middle outpost, but he does not realize that YellowSavior has sent a lot of tanks to his fort. Now does start to come back to defend. It does allow YellowSavior to take this close outpost, or at least neutralize it. There are plenty of tanks here, but YellowSavior with his AoE will be able to finish off a lot of the YellowSavior's tanks. And it does look like YellowSavior coming out with even more Longhorn, but YellowSavior will be able to get this close outpost neutralized with these flamers. Flamer's very, very strong at neutralizing right now. And now we do have 3 flamers out here for YellowSavior, not going with 4 flamers like YellowSavior was, but instead YellowSavior just going with 3, not going to be as effective, obviously not going to be able to grab this close outpost under his control. It does look like YellowSavior has been able to take this middle outpost and pretty firmly secure it with his own tanks, and at this point YellowSavior is kind of it's kind of weird. We did have YellowSavior ahead previously, but now YellowSavior has been able to turn the tides, take this middle outpost, and get this get the advantage in this game over YellowSavior. Who would have thunk? But now we do have YellowSavior coming with 4 creeps to this close outpost. Will YellowSavior be able to prevent this? No, he does not have enough DPS poured down on that outpost to be able to prevent YellowSavior from grabbing that outpost. Now is able to dump out a lot more tanks. He might go in for the kill at this point, but it does look like YellowSavior has quite a lot of Longhorn coming out now. And will YellowSavior be able to actually pull this out? I am not exactly sure. It does look like YellowSavior has quite a lot of Longhorn now here, to contest the Longhorn that YellowSavior has at the mid. Oh, and YellowSavior getting the first blood over YellowSavior. And it does look like he will be able to, continue this middle fight. YellowSavior claiming lucky shot. I don't think YellowSavior is lucky at all. I think YellowSavior might be able to actually, get kills directly on himself to, what's happening? What? I'm sorry, what's happening? Okay, so we do have YellowSavior bombing these tanks down and now pushing out all of his fort defense. I don't know if he set them on attack or if he set them on capture. Oh, but YellowSavior with a secret Longhorn push over here does realize that YellowSavior has pushed out from his fort. But now YellowSavior trying to take his middle. Oh, no, not going to use that middle outpost advantage. Oh, but will try to neutralize this close outpost. Does he realize that there is a secret push at the bottom coming from YellowSavior? And now we do have YellowSavior taking his close outpost back under his control. My goodness. And it does look like lots of tanks coming down here from YellowSavior, but now the secret tank push has made its way to the close outpost. Will YellowSavior be able to actually grab this under, or will he be able to actually defend against this? Not using his sword against multiple units, it's very, very surprising. A little bit of a misfire as well, but now YellowSavior here to support his push. He might be able to get quite a lot of damage on this blue fort. And it does look like he will be able to neutralize this middle outpost. Lots of creeps firing in, actually. And there you go. Does go down to neutral. So YellowSavior now quite behind once again, as he has allowed YellowSavior to move out. At this point, I probably would rather be YellowSavior. Because if I were YellowSavior at this point, I don't know what I would do. So far behind, it's definitely better to be YellowSavior at this point. And now we do have tanks moving out again from the fort and the close to this forward outpost on the right side. And YellowSavior also now moving out, mass selecting, but not deciding. Oh, yeah, he did decide to move out, but YellowSavior down here at the close will be able to take it with 4 flamers. And, oh, the flamers kind of derping around, but didn't, no mech presence in the area. Oh, does look like YellowSavior might be going in for the kill here with quite a lot of Longhorn. Not really anything defending here at the fort. And YellowSavior just putting Seekers on patrol. He really needs to come back, scout that push, decide to actually start defending. He only has 2 Longhorns in his queue, so will he be able to actually get this and get this finished? It does look like that YellowSavior has a pretty good surround on this close. He went for a capture and not for an attack, so that's a little bit surprising to see. I thought he was actually going to go for the attack, but does look like he has enough tanks to finish this. Now moving out, not setting stuff on capture, and it's a good decision probably at this point because these artillery are firing in, and does look like that they are a little bit behind in their setup time right now. So it will allow YellowSavior to do quite a lot of damage right here at the front door, but more AoE, even more AoE going down by YellowSavior. Oh man, a lot of these tanks are actually dying. So now YellowSavior is not going to be able to do as much fort damage as he wanted to YellowSavior. It does look like this will be the end of the game. I'm not exactly sure, but it does look like YellowSavior will be able to get the finish on his I don't know. What? Wait, I'm sorry, what? Oh, and this game does not look like it's over. And YellowSavior has been able to defend, so YellowSavior failing there. YellowSavior saving it right there. And but he has been able to detect a couple of hidden blue artillery over here. And now it does look like a counter push might start. They're 20 to 32, so it's a little bit funny that YellowSavior has the unit advantage as opposed to YellowSavior previously having a unit advantage. Now, instead of YellowSavior having a unit advantage, it is YellowSavior that has the unit advantage, which is a little bit surprising to see. Oh, and a little bit of Mist Micro does not place in a good spot. This isn't blocking. The tank can't actually shoot past this little bar here or wall, whatever you want. Oh, and a little bit of pausing. The YellowSavior does not want to drop his tank, and yeah, now YellowSavior has been able to force him to drop the tank, and has been able to finish off. But quite a lot of defensive Longhorn over here at the front door by YellowSavior. A lot of potentially attacking Longhorn sitting over here by YellowSavior. YellowSavior has a unit, or has the income advantage, as it is four. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 outposts to 1 at this point on the map control. And now YellowSavior with even more and more tanks coming out on the field, but quite a good defensive line of Longhorn there by YellowSavior. Will YellowSavior be able to actually get the finish? But I would guess so, because there's not much life left for YellowSavior. Does look like YellowSavior will be able to get this win. Who would have thought? A lot of defensive artillery over here, but oh, they are hitting the fort. Oh, very, very unfortunate. YellowSavior being good sport, calling the GG, and also YellowSavior also being good sport and calling the GG. YellowSavior leaving the game, a little bit surprising. YellowSavior GG, YellowSavior GG. GG guys, ProDerpz, what derp, bye.